Well, hey there. Welcome back to the People Gardener podcast. Happy to have you here this week. Oh, I tell you, had a fun weekend last weekend. Our granddaughter, who's almost 2, she'll be 2 next month. What a joy. She is curious about life. She does everything at a trot, and she is tenacious, trying to figure out things. I learned so much from watching the grandkids and just how they operate. And I got thinking about your role as the business owner and getting to the place where you enjoy studying your employees and how they operate, what lights them up, the things that they struggle with, the things that they like to do, the things that they'll do, it's not really up their alley. Anyway, on my drive up to my mom and dad's, it's about a 45 minute drive. I was scheduled to take dad to a doctor's appointment. I was listening to the Mind Your Business podcast with James Wedmore and Jenny Finley. And part of that podcast, they were talking about GWC. This is from the book Traction, and it's based on entrepreneurial operating system that he has in that particular book. But I was struck by the GWC. I haven't talked about it before. It's an evaluation tool. It isn't a performance review. It's an evaluation tool. Actually, if I'm really clinical about it, it's maybe a performance review for you as the business owner and your ability and skill set to be hiring people that actually fit the role that you're hiring for. I'm sure you've heard me mention right place, right person, right time. It's the same thing. You want people in positions that light them up. And what typically lights people up is doing things that they are inherently good at. It doesn't take much effort. It just oozes out of them. It flows because that's part of who they are. It's how their brain is wired. It's the experiences that have shaped them. They figured out things that they really like to do. This particular tool in the book is designed to do just that. It's to help you determine whether or not you have the right person in a particular role. Because that's part of your job, is making sure that you have the right people in the right seat. You're not judging or evaluating based on the person. You're evaluating on the role that they're filling, and does it align with who they are as a person and what it is you need inside your business. The G is for get it. And so this refers to an employee's understanding of the role and what it requires. Do they intuitively grasp the work that they're responsible for and how it fits within the company mission? And each one of these, you want to be able to give a check mark for a yes. When it's all yeses, then you know that you've got the right person in the right role. Now, you may find that yes, but maybe not as much as you think it should be a yes. It's not a definitive yes, it's a yes. So watch that as you're going through and doing this evaluation. The W is for wanted. This aspect measures the employee's desire for the role. They genuinely want to do that particular work, and they're enthusiastic about the responsibilities that are given to them. They've got a deliberate or a strong drive to succeed at that position. That they're present, they're all in, They get it, they understand it, they're good at it, and man, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. That is something that is innately in them. You don't want to have to be pushing them, pulling them, dragging them. They have to show to you, demonstrate to you through their language, through their verbal and nonverbal communications that they're all in. They're ready to go. So the next one is the capacity to do it. So this one is all about the employee's skill and experience, the time needed to effectively perform their role. It's the technical skill and the personal bandwidth, like do they have the time to do this particular role that you have put them in. You've heard the saying, if you need something done, give it to a busy person. Okay? Well, this same thing applies here. So for the capacity, it's not just can they do it? Do they have the skill and experience? But does it make sense for them based on what they already have to do? And it's easy as a leader to keep handing things to people that get things done, right? You have total faith in that person. You know, oh, hey, I know if I give it to Rhonda, she's going to get it done. And in one way, that's all fine and lovely. If you have the relationship with Rhonda that you know she's going to come back and say, whoa, wait a sec. Is this a priority of what you gave me yesterday? Because if it is, then no, I don't have the capacity to do it. Building that relationship. GWC. Do this evaluation on every single person in your organization and really get a clear picture. Something that I would recommend, do it and then commit to observing objectively for several weeks and do it again and determine whether or not you had a lot of assumptions in that first one or whether you truly did know each person and where they're at in this get it, want it, capacity to do it scenario. If you are not touching and working with your people every day, it's difficult for you off the cuff to be able to say where they are in this. And remember, this isn't about, does somebody fit our company? This is you determining if the role you hired this person for is a good fit for them and their skill set. And if it's not, hey, your job is to make adjustments and figure out where is the best fit for them. Excuse me, I got a very scratchy voice today. Not sure, I haven't been yelling, so I'm not sure why it seems to be losing. The more often that you do this and you're able to dial in and hone the type of skills that are needed for a job, the better your hiring process is going to become. Often at the beginning, it's like, man, I just need somebody in a seat and I'll teach them how to do whatever. But that's not how their brain works. That's not how they think. So you've put them in a position and you've set them up to fail. And that's no fun. It's no fun for you and it's no fun for them. I would love to hear that you tried this. And let's see what happens. Shoot me a message on social media and let me know. That's it for this week. We'll talk to you again next week.